let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Alright, so, first couple things. One of the most important parts of this run is getting a Charmander with good special attack, basically. It also needs to have decent attack, defense, and speed. So the way we try and guarantee that we get a runnable Charmander is we use RNG manipulation. So basically how the game works, based on your trainer ID, which we'll check now, there are certain Charmanders you can get, depending on which frame you take your Charmander. So I'm using a program here to find a Charmander that's got decent stats. And generally, we want plus special attack natures, but it's not strictly 100% necessary. There's an item we can get, charcoal, that basically bypasses the need to have plus special attack nature. So I'm going for a serious nature this run. If I don't get it, I've got a backup save with one loaded, so. So we want to see male Charmander, which we saw. We also need to see 20 HP, so I'm going to check stats here. Should be serious, if we got it. Okay, no, so we got sassy. So that's one frame late. To actually get the correct one, it's frame perfect. So there we missed by 1/60th of a second. So basically getting a Charmander is one of the hardest parts of the run, and a lot of the time you end up just stuck in the lab trying to reset for Charmanders over and over again, until you hit that 1 in 60 frame. This backup Charmander I have is a lax nature, 31 attack, 30 special attack, with good HP, defense, special attack, and speed. So one of the nicest things about having a lax nature, which is plus defense and minus special defense, is it makes a lot of fights safer. So it makes this first fight a lot safer as well. Normally, with any normal Charmander, one critical after a tail whip from Squirtle will always kill. Or if we don't get any tail whips, 2 criticals will kill. But with plus defense, after a tail whip, we need to be crit twice to die. And we need to be crit 3 times. Without a tail whip. So it actually makes the first fight a lot safer. You see me kill experience on Route 1 here. That's because we want to try and get Ember before Viridian Forest. We need Ember because we're going to get a lot of extra experience in Viridian Forest, so we have a lot better time with Brock. As you can probably guess, Charmander doesn't deal with Brock that well. Obviously having a type disadvantage doesn't help. One of the worst parts of Brock isn't really the type disadvantage, because we learn Metal Claw, so we actually deal with all his pokes reasonably well. It is a slow fight, but the worst part of Brock is that Onyx's AI. It has Rock Tomb, which does 15 to 18 damage to Charmander, which is usually about half or a bit more than half of our HP. but it only uses it if we outspeed the Onix, which is which we only outspeed if we have 23 speed or higher. So this Charmander has 20, so we actually speed target Onix, which doesn't trigger the AI to lead Rock Tomb, which is very nice for a few reasons. If Onix leads Rock Tomb, it can put us into a heal loop, basically until it misses, which can basically drain us of all of our potions really early, which are quite important for later on in the game. But also, if he uses, or he also uses Rock Tomb, if it will kill. So if we ever get damaged into between 15 and 18 or lower, he'll use Rock Tomb to kill, so we have to potion out of that, which can put us into a heal loop as well. So normally we want to aim to potion before we hit that HP, but sometimes you can't really play around it because he can crit you with his other two moves, Bind and Tackle, into range, which is one of the reasons why Brock is one of the scarier fights, basically because almost any critical from Onix will lose a bunch of time, if not kill you. So I'll be saving before Brock on this run. Alright, so we also need Cut Slave. I should have got the route. Too used to not catching slaves on Route 1. Doesn't matter, we'll get a Parasim Mounting. So in Viridian Forest here, you saw I killed 2 encounters there. We'll have Ember now, so we'll fight 4 trainers in Viridian Forest, which will give us level 12 for the start of Brock, and it will give us level 13 for the Onix, which is when we learn Metal Claw. And basically we just breeze through all the fights. In Viridian Forest with Ember, we one hit everything, except the second Caterpie is a 81% range. Whether Squirtle's faster is still up for debate. Both are very similar and faster at different points of the run. But Squirtle is likely to be slightly faster. But really, I run Charmander just because I find the Charmander route a whole lot more enjoyable and dynamic than the Squirtle route. But yeah, Squirtle and Charmander are very close in terms of how fast they are. I think the current best time is with Squirtle, but there's a Charmander time very close. Another thing about this game's mechanics, which are interesting, when you get an encounter, or enter a new area, or finish a battle, the next 6 tiles of grass you walk on 1% for an encounter. So basically you get pseudo encounter immunity after an encounter for 6 tiles or after a battle. So by taking those 3 steps to walk to the left of this trainer and talk to him, we save time by the trainer not seeing us, because the exclamation point from them seeing us takes about a second, and then it takes him about another second to walk over to us. So we take an extra 2 steps, which is a bit over half a second, and YOLO 3 tiles of 1%. To save that second and a half. And so if you hear me talking about getting 1%, it's basically if you get an encounter within 6 steps, which is pretty unlikely, but it does happen reasonably frequently. There are also some interesting experience thresholds early on. We need to get 47 experience before Brock, from encounters to learn Metal Claw on the Onyx level up. We currently have 40 experience, so we're 7 short. But we need to get we need to kill ideally a level 4 encounter or more. So we hit 63, which is another important XP threshold, which will get us level 18 for level 2, which is the hardest fight in the game, hands down. So we got 30 XP there, so that puts us up to 70, which is easily where we need to be for level 2. So ideally, we would get no encounters from now on. Pretty unlikely though. So basically, this is one of the biggest time losses for Charmander compared to the Squirtle route. Squirtle goes through forest here, only fights the one bug catcher at the end with the level 9 Weedle. It does take Squirtle about 6 turns to deal with the Weedle, and it can get poisoned, which is often what you want to manipulate low HP for Brock, but in general, Charmander loses about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Probably about 2 minutes on all the way to Brock, but then deals very well with Route 3 because we have Ember for all the bugs, whereas Squirtle can struggle on Route 3 if it doesn't have low enough HP, because it needs Torrent Water Gun to one-shot everything, which can be hard to manipulate. You hear me talk a lot about Blaze this run. Blaze is Charmander's ability that powers up fire moves when you are under 1/3 HP, or equal to or under 1/3 HP. We just got 2 Cocooners, which is a 10% slot, so pretty unlikely to get that. Often Cocooners are a nice encounter to see if you don't have experience, because they give so much more than Caterpies and Weedles. Okay, so I'm gonna save before Brock. We're gonna buy potions here and repel some enemy. One of the nicest things about this game compared to the original games it's based off is you can get repels computer. Which saves a lot of time. Alright, so let's save here. With this Charmander, this fight should be very safe. The only way we really die is if we get critical. Well, let's hope we don't get a crit. So, we use Ember for the Geodude. It's about five hits with Ember. And then we use Metal Claw for the Onyx, which is 4 hits. Or it can be less turns, depending if you get the attack boost, because Metal Claw has a 10% chance to boost your attack. So if we get that on turn 1 and 2, it'll save a turn. Doesn't save a whole lot of time though, because the animation it takes to boost the attack is quite slow. Okay, pretty good. Geodude didn't damage us very much, just the one tackle. So we're speed tied here. We won the speed tie, which means that we get that growl off before you take any damage. Find critical. Okay, that doesn't put us into range, but probably means we're going to have to potion twice on this fight. Tackle, okay. If we can get some bind or tackle misses here, that'd be good. Free from bind is good. If we can just get tackle, we shouldn't have to heal again. Alright, bind. I'll be at 21, so he won't go for Rock Tomb here. So basically, we're safe as long as we don't miss Metal Claw, which is 95%. And good. Good fight. Manipulated a reasonably low HP. We want to try and... Well, actually, end up doesn't actually matter a huge amount, but... we'll be taking the center before Mount Moon to be nice and safe. In terms of PP, we'll be a bit short if we don't take the center. There are two different strategies for this category, really. So true, Danny. You can either take the Pewter Center before Brock, and often that's correct if you take a lot of damage from experience on Route 1. And by taking the Pewter Center, it gives you a much better chance of getting Blaze for the 2 fights in Mount Moon. Or we can take the Mount Moon Center and be extremely safe for Mount Moon, have basically 0 chance of dying, but basically have no chance of getting Blaze. So really it's just a toss-up. But we'll be nice and safe this run and take the heal before Mount Moon. We do also need to get a Paris for a Cut and Dig Slave. So we'll get that on the last floor of Mount Moon. One of the nicest things about this game compared to the first gen is the encounter rate for Paris. In Gen 1, I believe it's about 10% on every floor of Mount Moon, whereas on the second floor of Moon, which are the floors that link 1 and 3, Paris is actually 100% encounter rate. Which actually is really nice because it allows us to almost basically guarantee that we get a cut slave with minimal hassle. The only thing is the range of levels for the Paris. It ranges from 6 to 10. And we can't damage level 6s, level 5s and level 6s. Maybe there's level 5s. We can't damage 5s and 6s, which means we have to throw yellow Pokeballs, which isn't the greatest. On this run, I think if we get a 5 or a 6, we'll just run away and not risk running out of balls, because that would be pretty bad. So here's like how easy Charmander makes the early game though. It just kills everything in one shot. Brock was a pretty standard fight. That's how the fight should go really. One heal. No, it doesn't. You don't see Rock Tomb at all. Very safe but slow fight. Okay, so we're going to evolve to Charmeleon here. There are 2 different XP routes. This is the slightly slower, safer XP route. The other XP route, we would fight the last on Route 3 instead of the 4 Trainer Bugcatcher, which is faster. Actually, no, just repel here. So basically, the reason I'm repelling there is to have the repel wear off a bit later in Mount Moon, but not too late. We want it to wear off right before the last floor. So if I repelled in the first tile of Mount Moon, it would wear off too late, and I would have to run around for ages to make it wear off. And if I repelled early on that first buffer, I wouldn't have been able to get the Poison Berry, which is pretty important. That gives us a lot of safety, mainly for the Misty fight, because Misty's Water Pulse can confuse us, and getting confused on that fight is basically a death sentence. So we just breeze through Moon with repels, laugh at all the Gen 1 runners, pick up this revive. And then this next fight is pretty free, really. It's either going to be, well, it could be between 2 and 4 turns. The Rattatas are ranged to die in 1 hit. It's not very favourable with without a plus nature. And then the Zubat's always a 2 hit without a crit, and that's a very low roll. But that's fine. So this Zubat has Supersonic, which we don't really want to see. We want to keep our Poison Berry. We want to keep it for Misty, ideally. GT0. You have yellow balls? It's alright, we have yellow balls as well, they just don't always work. Okay, so the reason we don't go for Ember on first turn is exactly that reason. Disable. Getting Ember disabled on this fight is very, very bad. And it would lose probably between 2 and 3 turns. It ended up being a 1 turn disable, so didn't end up mattering a whole bunch, but Poison isn't great, obviously. We're going to heal that straight away because we need to catch a Paris. And this Voltorb can't do anything to us. We go for Ember on turn 1 on these Voltorbs to try and crit. We can also go for Scratch turn 1 and Murderclaw turn 1 Coughing, because if we don't crit and we burn, actually doesn't, would only waste time to burn on that fight. Okay, so that's exactly where we wanted the Repel to wear off. We're just going to grind for a Paris here. Good tile to get it on. Hopefully it's not level 6 and level 10. Cool. So we'll Metaclaw this, try and get it below half, and then we'll throw some balls. Didn't get poisoned by Effect Spore, which is always nice. Paris has a chance to paralyze, put you to sleep, poison you. Breakout's not great. Doesn't really matter as long as we don't get poisoned. If we get poisoned and then get breakouts, we can die on this fight. But I would have healed if that happened, so it's fine. Not terrible. We've got our slave, so. Okay, so here we learn two of the more important moves of the run. They don't always feel the best to use, but they do save a lot of time. And they make the next fight possible. Mega Punch and Mega Kick. Probably the two moves that make this run extremely frustrating to run because of their accuracy. Mega Kick is 120 base power, which is extremely strong, but only 75% accuracy. Sometimes it feels like 25% accuracy, which can be really frustrating. You'll see why on the next fight. Slaves are bad, I guess. Basically, on the next fight, we need to see Mega Kick hit on turn 1 on the Squirtle to have a much better chance of winning the fight. If we see Mega Kick miss on turn 1 into withdraw, I will reset. It's near impossible to win the fight without Mega Kick hit on turn 1, and it just uses way too many resources to try and win the fight after missing. We're going to try and save here. So this is hands down the hardest fight in the run. Basically, Pidgeotto can deal a lot of damage. With our defense, we're actually not. We're actually a bit more favored to win this fight than we would be with bad defense, because the Pidgeotto does significantly less damage. It does basically 8 to 9 instead of 10 to 11, which, if we get hit 3 times, saves us a lot of health. Okay, so we got Sand Attack turn 1 and then hit turn 2, which is fine. Ideally, we don't want to see Sand Attack, but the way the AI on this fight works is he's extremely favored to go for Sand Attack, so it's very unlikely to not get Sand. Okay, so this is basically the most important Mega Kick to hit in the run, along with Misty, and we missed. So we got Water Gun, so which means we have another chance. We need to hit 2. That is a terrible roll. If he goes for Water Gun, I will die. Alright, so we have to reset there. That's just how this run works. You miss Mega Kick, it's over. Basically on turn 1. Take 2. Hopefully this run, this fight, we don't get Sand Attack. Although we probably will. Yeah, Sand Attack turn 1. I think it's about 75% to get Sand Attack turn 1. Alright, we got much worse rolls this time, so can't actually finish it with Scratch, which is relevant. We actually need to save a few MVP. Basically, however many embers we use on this fight, we need to save that many on Nugget Bridge. Okay, so Quick Attack's actually decent. Just 1 in 16 high roll. Interesting. Okay, so let's see Kick Hit. Alright, we got Kick Hit and Critical. It's actually not great. It's okay. We're just gonna have to stall for damage basically on the Rattata now. We need Blaze for Nugget Bridge. So I'm going to stall for damage on this rat. So we're just going to throw some Pokeballs at it, I think. This is the fastest way to stall without killing it. And at this point of the run, this is the only way we really have to stall. This Rattata's AI is interesting. On some defenses, there we go. That's exactly what I was about to say. On some defenses, he's guaranteed to use Quick Attack. And some defenses, he is a very small chance to not use Quick Attack. So basically how that Rattatar's AI works is he always uses the move that does more damage. And he has Quick Attack and Tackle. On my defense, Quick Attack does 8 to 9. And Tackle does 7 to 8. So if he... Basically, to see which move he uses, he basically rolls for damage before he actually uses the move. So he basically flips a coin to see if we'll get 8 or 9 for Quick Attack, and then flips a coin to see if we'll get 7 or 8 for Tackle. And if he rolls 8 for Quick Attack and 8 for Tackle, he has a 50% chance to use Tackle instead, which makes the AI very frustrating. Because if I had to go for scratch on that last turn there, and assume he'll go for Quick Attack to put us in the blaze, because if we stalled one more turn, we would have basically taken an extra 16, 17, 18 damage, which would make one of the next fights a lot more risky. So it's pretty frustrating when you don't get Quick Attack, because I think the chance of not getting Quick Attack is 1 in 16, so that's 6%. And alright, Church, we'll pass Rival 2. But at least we're past the hardest fight in a run. Okay, that's okay. Not having Blaze is going to make the next fight interesting. Sandshrew is an 11 and 16 range. And the Ekans is not a range at all. Only one death. And we got Rival 2 second try. So we missed the 11 and 16 range there. It wasn't really a death. I reset before I died, but we'll try and stall for Bite here. If we get Bite, that'd be great. So we want to see damage soon. Having Blaze would be really nice, but from here on it's not strictly necessary. I have to Mega Kick the Mankey anyway with this special. If we get like Double Kick or Peck or something here, that'd be great, but no, everything's just not damaging us, which is interesting. What I was going to say before, if we miss that Sandshrew range, it has Sand Attack, which can just be awful. Because I had to switch out on Rival. I have no Slave to switch out to get rid of the Sand. And I also have no Slave to switch out to if we die. Because usually, if we get no Sand, I would have a Slave here to be able to use a Revive. But because we lost that Slave, I'm going to have to make some safety saves on some of the next fights. Hit that kick. This is nice. That Mankey can deal a lot of damage. This Ekans and Zubat both don't die without Blaze, so it's going to be an extra couple of turns again. Still have plenty of Mega Kicks though, which is a nice thing. How are we going for Ember PP? Let's have a look. I have I want to see about 11 or 12, 13. Alright, we can make 13 work. I don't believe I can go for Ember there. Scratch there. Alright. 21. 1 HP out of Blaze. Ah, yeah. Alright. So I'll be saving before the next fight. This fight kills a lot of runs. We have to kill an Onyx that has Rock Throw, and it can deal 15 to 18 damage. Same as Brock. Normally with Blaze this would be a 2-turn fight, because we don't have Blaze, it's 3 turns. Mega Punch accuracy is 85. Ideally we get Tackle into Screech or Tackle into Double Tackle. Burn at least means we won't die on this fight. Might even get the 2-turn, maybe. Yeah, we're gonna get the 2-turn, okay, that's actually a good ban. Only that or a critical, alright. Alright. We have to say, we have to heal on the Rattata, but that's fine. Would rather not see Rock Throw. But... Okay, you see me use that pause buffer on spinners, because how this game works, when you go into the bag or the TM case, it actually pauses spinners for 32 frames, which makes us, basically allows us to pass all spinners for free. Theoretically, let's hope I don't hit any spinners. Okay, so this Rattata has Quick Attack and will kill me if he uses it. So we're going to heal here and hope we don't get Hyper Fang. Hyper Fang won't kill us, but it'll put us back pretty low. Hyper Fang, cool. 16 is actually not too bad. Our defense helped a lot there. Only taking 8 damage from Hyper Fang is really surprising. We're actually fine for MVP as well, which is nice. Now past that runner, if you screw up any of the movement past the first last with the 2 Nidorans there, you will hit that runner with that movement, so I'm glad I got that correct. Hopefully we don't get Quick Attack from the PG. I would like to stay at 18. That makes the next 2 fights safer. We basically have to hit 2 more Mega Kicks. Before we heal next. We get a free heal on the SSN. We have to make a good Drowsy and Eradicate. The Drowsy, if we miss it, it has Disable, Hypnosis, Confusion, and Headbutt. So not the most ideal moveset to be missing into. So hopefully we'll just hit. And that'll be that. We have 2 Embers left, which is exactly what we need. We need to use 1 Ember on a Machop, which is guaranteed in Blaze, which is nice. If we didn't have Blaze, we'd have to go for a range on Mega Kick on the Machop, which would spread our PP very thin, because we only have 3 kicks. At the moment, if we miss 1 kick of the next 3, we'll be fine PP-wise. If we miss 2, it'll have to be Punch plus Scratch, I think, on the Eradicate. And that's not great, because the Eradicate can deal a bunch of damage. Alright, we hit the Drowsy, that's nice. Okay, so 18 HP I'm not going to heal. Hyper Fang doesn't kill us from here, and I think we only die to a Hyper Fang critical. So very, very unlikely, and even then, we have to miss Mega Kick into Hyper Fang critical, which is 1 in 4 into 1 in 4 into 1 in 16, which is basically the same as a Gen 1 miss. So let's just hope we don't Gen 1 miss. So that's that 6 tiles of immunity coming in there as well. We have to run through 6 tiles of grass, which means it's extremely unlikely for us to get encounters there, which is really nice. Actually works out really well there. Got the kick hit. That's very nice. Alright, so this is going quite well. We have another hard fight coming up though, in 2 fights time. Interesting thing you may have noticed, we skipped Misty. We will go back and do Misty after SSM. And for you guys, I'll try and do the fast strat, because the fast strat is very interesting and saves a bunch of time. So let's just hope we get good luck. If we do get poisoned, which is what I'm going to be aiming to do, we'll definitely save for Rival 3. Maximum healing items and repels. Repels for Rock Tunnel and Lavender Tower. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to take this boat heal to replenish our Mega Kick PP, and our HP, and our Amber PP, and basically everything. We're now going to Rare Candy 3 times to get to level 27. This also lets us learn a move out of battle, which is actually faster. And then we fight this guy, who has a Nidoran. So ideally, this Nidoran has Poison Sting and also has the ability Poison Point. So we want to get poisoned here. And that's a critical. So that means we have 1 less chance to get poisoned now, but it's fine. Hopefully get poisoned on this turn. Yes, alright, that's sick. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so we'll use this poison to hopefully Death Warp back to Cerulean. Oh my god. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to heal to full, teach some TMs, and then save. So teaching this out of scratch. We use a Brick Break for a bunch of things in Rock Tunnel. Dropped an input, cool. Alright, so let's hope this fight goes well. Seeing Sand Attack from the Pidgeotto is actually good, because we actually have to switch out on this fight to kill our Paris. So if we don't get Sand, we'll have to switch out on the Raticate instead, I think. But this fight is a lot more risky, obviously, when you're poisoned. Normally, when you're not poisoned, it's pretty free. Yeah, we took a lot of damage so far, which isn't terrible as long as we hit Mega Kick on turn 1 the Water Level. Another fight that comes down to hitting Mega Kick. And we got it. Alright, that's good. So this will die to Brick Break. So basically, all we have to do now is hit a Mega Punch and we win this fight. Switch out to Paris to kill it. And it's a miss. Hardest part of this run we have already done, which is Rival 2. Poison, okay, that's quite slow. Okay, so that Raticate always goes for Hyper Fang unless you're in kill range of Quick Attack. We have to hit this punch, otherwise we are dead. Alright, good. Good shit. That is a very, very, very good fight. Finishing this fight at really low HP. So we get a nice quick Death Warp, we don't have to run around for too long. Taking 1 damage there. So we're on 6 HP right now. So the nicest thing about this Death Warp is it skips the SSN cutscene. And it also skips having to run all the way back to Cerulean. Okay, so, nicest thing about this, along with skipping the cutscene and running back, we get all of our PP back, and because we just bought a bunch of items, we actually don't really lose any money either. So it's basically foolproof strat, that one. We're going to save before Misty. Another hard fight. Basically every fight where we need Mega Kick is a hard fight. But yeah, that Rival 3 fight is definitely one of, like, if you're poisoned, it's definitely up there with the hardest fights. Can be terrible. Thing about that fight is, though, the reason that makes it better than Rival 2 is if you miss Kick turn 1 into Withdraw, you can still 2-shot with Kick, because Kick does so much more damage. We got the Kick. Didn't high roll. With this attack, we can high roll into healing range. So that's a very good Misty. I'll take that. I'm feeling when you save time on your PB with 2 saves. Lol. Yeah, that's actually a really, really solid split. That's easily sub 10. That's a 935. That's really, really good. I saved 30 seconds on my PB. This run can't PB, but who knows. Alright, so we equip the black here. Okay, so 2 more fights. That's all we need Mega Kick for. Yeah, for sure, Zeta. Rival 2 in Gen 2 is awful. Alright, so the Rock Tunnel split is one of these splits where Charmander loses the most time on Squirtle. We have a hard time dealing with the Slowpokes and the Rock types. Geodudes, Gravelers, etc. Whereas Squirtle can just bite the Slowpokes and Water Gun the Rock types. Squirtle does have a hard time with Martha, the girl with the Oddish and the Bulbasaur. But not nearly as hard a time as Charmander has with one of the Geodude fights and Slowpokes. So basically, we have to Mega Kick both Slowpokes twice. Any misses will lose a bunch of time because the Slowpokes have Growl. So if you get Mega Kick miss into Growl, it's terrible. And they also have Water Gun, which does a bunch of damage. There's also a Cubone at the start of Rock Tunnel that we have to 2-hit with Ember, and it's a 1 in 40 use Bone Club, which does a bunch of damage as well. So let's hope we just get Focus Energy. We got a bunch of Rare Candies during this run. We actually use a total of 9 Rare Candies in this run. Pick up this cheeky Super Potion. Alright, so let's hope we hit Mega Kicks. I will be happy with 3 out of 4. And that would be about average. But last time I said that, I missed 3 out of 4. So who knows? Didn't get Bone Club, which is really solid. He has 2 non-damaging moves, so Singalia is really nice. And we missed. Okay. Didn't get Growl, which is good. We still have our Person Berry, so Confusion's not terrible. I'm gonna go for Kick again. This is terrible. Oh my god. Alright, well, we missed 2 out of 4. Let's hope we just get Tackle from the Slowpoke and make a Punch miss. Oh boy. I'm gonna heal here. We can die to a critical. I still have my revive, but just, yeah, don't want to die. There are harder fights. Yeah, alright, we're gonna lose a bunch of time. But we'll win at least. This is why I'm missing Mega Kick. And Punch is terrible. 2 Punch misses. 3 Growls. I thought that one mattered, but... Alright. We're through those 2 fights, that's all nice. Alright, so... This is the fight Squirtle struggles with the most. So, haha Squirtle, we just get to wreck it, but... Can't really talk, because we just get shit on by the Slowpokes that Squirtle one hits. It feels bad, man. It feels bad. So the next fight after this one can be terrible. It's a Geodude that has Rock Throw and Magnitude, and it does a bunch of damage. And can one-hit us. If it uses like Mag 9 or 10, I think Mag 8 would probably kill too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the Geodude has two moves that don't deal damage, Mud Sport and Defense Curl, and 2 moves that deal over half a HP. So seeing no damage is really, really nice. Oops. Okay, so this Machop only dies to Mega Punch, so let's hope we hit. Alright, good. It's also a very favourable range to die. But it only dies to Blaze Ember and does not die to normal Ember unless you have plus special attack nature, which we don't, because we're running Wax. Okay, so the next fight is also possible for us to die. Less likely than the other fight with the Geodude, because the Graveler actually deals less damage than the Geodude. That's basically just the difference in natures and level coming into play there. So this is theoretically quite a safe fight. I think we only die to Magnitude 8 or higher, which is less than 10% chance. And again, still have that revive, which is nice. So this would be a great turn to critical on this Graveler. Again, it also has 2 moves that don't deal any damage. Seeing Rock Throw wouldn't actually be terrible. It might give us a better chance of Blaze. Magnitude 9, alright, we're dead. So rip the revive. Super unlikely to die, but whatever. It's the revive down. So basically, this fight and the fight before with the Geodude, they basically have bad AI, so they basically randomly pick a move. So getting Magnitude is 1 in 4, and then getting anything higher than 8 is very unlikely. Okay, so this guy has a spinner in the dark, which is really annoying, and he has 3 Slowpokes. So, really not a trainer we want to be hitting. I think basically because we don't have that revive now, I'm gonna have to save for Giovanni. Which we wouldn't have had to do if I had the revive, but it is possible for us to die there. Very unlikely, but possible. Yeah, just the door. How's the run so far? We're at 2 resets now, or no, one reset on Ravel 2 and a death in Rock Tunnel. Otherwise, pretty solid. We got a really good death warp on the Misty Split. Everything else has been pretty standard. Yeah, I couldn't really complain with how this run's going. Okay, so this is one of the deviations we're about to see from the plus special attack route to the neutral special attack route. So basically the neutral special attack route has to pick up the coin case here. Because we need to buy charcoal, which is a prize in the game corner. We do Erica's gym nice and early, because it's pretty free for Charmander. Just one-shot everything. Charmander has a much easier time with Erica's gym than Squirtle does. Squirtle, I think, ends up delaying it till the second last gym, and has to YOLO a Blizzard, even then, to win the fight. We take basically 0 risk, and we get the experience earlier, which makes the experience a lot more relevant. When you go into this fight in the mid-40s, in terms of levels, the experience becomes much less relevant for all the fights afterwards, whereas by doing it now, all our fights later on become a lot easier. Another thing that's interesting about this route is we actually skipped Surge. And we actually had to do that because we skipped Misty, and we actually couldn't get into Surge's gym without cut. So it's actually faster to do Surge later on. Okay, this is one of the best parts of the run. My personal favourite part, teaching over Mega Kick. Swapping out that terrible move for Flamethrower is very nice. What's up, Swaff? Okay, so we basically just breeze through here. Yes, exactly. We actually teach Fly to Charizard. You can... I decided against catching a Flyer this run. You can catch a Flyer instead of a Cut Slave. It does make the run more risky, and it would have been a lot worse with how Rock Tunnel went, because we actually have to teach Cut over Mega Punch on Charmander, and what was I going to say? Which would mean we don't have Mega Punch for Rock Tunnel, which it can be terrible. Especially when you miss a bunch of kicks and get Growl. It just makes the Slowpokes horrible, so I went with the Cut Slave for this run, just to make it a lot safer. Okay, so everything in Game Corner is pretty free except for Giovanni. Giovanni is very favourable. The only way we can really die is if we get Rock Throw crit from Onyx, or if we get Mega Punch crit from Kangaskhan. Very unlikely to happen, but I'll still save regardless to be extra safe. Okay, so here we're going to pick up some extra money items. We need those money items to be able to afford charcoal later on. Another very quick Rare Candy to get down. White Charmander, not Squirtle. In terms of speed, they're both very similar, and Charmander's a more interesting dynamic route for me to run personally. Okay, so these guys are pushovers. After this fight, we're going to evolve to Charizard. Alright, Charizard time, let's go. So after this fight I'm going to save for Giovanni, just in case. Just in case. Yeah, exactly. Charmander's cooler, which makes it more awesome. Just be running. Oh. Charizard, let's go. Charizard. Alright. We want to see no rock throw. We want to hit the Rhyhorn range, and we want to see no Mega Punch or Fake Out from Kingsguard. If we could crit everything, that'd be great. Ooh, that's close. That's a good burn, that's a good burn. Save some time. It's not a range to die in one hit, but however, it did look like it could have, but that was just a max roll. This Rhyhorn is 38% to die in one hit. We crit it. Alright, that's a useful crit. Now let's crit the Kangaskhan. Very unlikely to die from here. I think Mega Punch crit might kill, but that's it. Bite. Beautiful. I'm going to burn. That's a reasonable fight. Okay, so I go grab the T. Use for the guards. That Clefairy can be really, really annoying. It can like block your path and like make you waste a bunch of steps. But we got good luck. Didn't troll us today. Jesus. Alright, so we'll go and fly now. And after that, it's time for Surge. Alright, let's hope I don't hit an Option Trainer on the way down here, because this movement's pretty precise. Alright. Got it. Perfect. Oh, nice cans. Okay. So save for cans and reset until we get the right one. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Top left. Lol. Yeah, exactly, Smithy. It's so much better now. Yeah, cans were actual garbage. I think one of my better runs, one of my PBs had a 3 or 4 minute time lost to cans, I think. Alright, so we're on bag. We're gonna teach fly to Charizard. Teach it over Brick Break. Sup, Travis? Okay, this fight's basically free unless we get crit water gun. Very easy fight to just go back and do though, if we need to. Withdraw. Easy game. Okay, so the Poké Fluid Tower split is very straightforward. We basically just fight a bunch of Ghastly and Haunter trainers, Ember all of them and kill them, and then all the rockets on the top floor are one-shots as well, so very, very trivial split this one, with very little variance. I do need to make a note that I need to change my shopping. Now that I do Super Repels in Celadon, I need to skip buying 5 repels. Oh, I didn't. Alright, I'll do that after. That's my bad. Completely forgot to take the free heal. I still have an Ember PP, so it's fine, but... That would have been awkward if I didn't have Embers. I think good dice the wing attack anyway, but... So we're gonna have a spare Ember now. That's gonna be fun. This repel's gonna wear off in a really weird spot. Yep, right there. Subdelaroth, well, record win. Not this run, that's for sure. Yeah, free ray candy. Let's go kill the Marowak. Headbutt's not really what we're going to see from Marowak, because it does force us to heal. There's a fight coming up in about 7 or 8 minutes that we have to be full HP for. So yeah, you can see why Pokeblitz probably the most boring split in the run. Not a lot's happening. We're just kind of one-shotting everything and doing shitty side quest stuff, but not side quest, but storyline crap. This is the range. Got him. The hardest fight in the entire run was Rival 2, which we did a while ago. It's the one we lost like 4 minutes on. Alright, go and get charcoal. Oops. And now we go to Silphco. One of the interesting things here is it's actually faster to take the stairs all the way to floor 5 than it is to take the elevator. That guy is a like, by running past him, I actually risked hitting him there. But this is the hardest spinner in the game to dodge. You have to pass him 3 times. And because you can run in Silphco, if you close the menu with B, you can accidentally run as well, which will make him see. Alright, we're gonna save here. This is a fight where if you get critical by the Blastoise, there's no coming back from that. Especially seeing as we don't have a revive yet. Okay. We actually want to stall for another wing attack here. Okay, so we want to see Water Gun from Blastoise. We don't want to see Protect. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to. Going to have to Elixir now. Am I? Right, that's really good HP though. I have 9, 8, 7, 3. I think I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah, this HP is really, really nice. So basically what we did on this fight, we tried to manipulate Blaze, because we need Blaze for the next, like, 5 fights. We need for this fight, the next Rocket, Giovanni, Sabrina, Koga, and Blaine, and Giovanni, and all the people in Giovanni's gym. So basically this is just setting up Blaze for the next 20 minutes. Which is very simple to do. It's actually really unlikely to get Feather Dance on that fight, so normally you wouldn't have to stall there. But yeah, we got unlucky. Okay, so what we're going to do after this fight is we're going to Red Candy twice to 43, which will make the range on the Nidoqueen extremely favourable, 94% in fact. Oops. Getting that revive. That gives us a lot of safety now for this fight. And basically we just try and go through this whole fight with Blaze and wreck everything. We have to set up 1x special, and we do that on the Kangaskhan because it has Fake Out. So if we set up on anything else and then just tried to kill the Kangaskhan, it would have a chance to cost us a turn if it used Fake Out. So we set up on the Kangaskhan basically to I guess give us some safety. This doesn't kill us. That's why our HP was really good, and that's why Lax natures are make it a lot easier to finish runs. Any other nature would have died right there, because we would have taken more damage from Wing Attack from the Pidgeot and would have been a lower HP. So basically, Lax OP. Okay, so I need to Ember the Venomoth. So we go straight to Sabrina here. This is basically free, this fight. Let's go on at 6 HP, no worries. Okay, so we Ember that Venomoth basically because we needed to save 1 Flamethrower PP, which we lost on Blastoise for Protect. But this is where Charizard makes light work of basically every fight from here until Lorelei almost. Okay, so a couple of spinners here. We have the pass. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, that's the first time I've ever done that. Lucky I didn't get hit by that spinner that I bonked into. It's bad, man. We're just gonna pick up red candy and a max elixir here. And we're gonna go to the Safari Zone to get Surf, and we'll also pick up a full restore and Sunny Day TM, which we'll use for the lower one. Okay, so I need to move well here. Let's see what does he do. You'll see why I need to do perfect movement at the very end. The repel will wear off on the last tile of grass if I do the movement correctly. There we go, perfect. Alright, good. Didn't have to risk any encounters. Wait. It's the Gen 1 movement there. That spinner can see you 2 tiles from the wall if you're on the second tile from the wall there. So I have to move back. Okay, so I'm going to save for Koga. It can be a really hard fight. Or it can go extremely well. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. I can either go for a YOLO 44%, or I can go for a safe strat. So I'll leave it up to everyone in chat for which strat I go for. I'll save regardless of which strat I go for. YOLO strat. Alright, so I only see one vote, and it's for YOLO strats, so it looks like we're doing YOLO strat. Alright, we're going for the yellow then. Is the time good? Well, it's not bad. I can't PB from here, so I may as well go for the yellow, right? We're still easily within estimates. Oh, wait. Oh. I didn't write candy. Alright, I guess we'll just go with the safe strat, my bad. It might kill us, yeah. I forgot to rare candy. No, we got perfect RNG. Alright, never mind. Alright, so the YOLO strat, I would have had to rare candy to 46 here. It's been so long since I've done the YOLO strat that I forgot I had to candy. But the fight went really, really well anyway. Basically, that muck has 3 things it can do. It can minimize, it can acid armor, or I can use sludge. The sludge does up to 32 damage, and we had 33 HP, so it actually wouldn't ever use sludge turn 1. Actually, I think I can, but it's very, very unlikely. It almost always uses minimize, so getting acid armor is perfect. Super unlikely to get acid armor, but it makes the fight free. If you get minimize, you just have to hit a 75% flamethrower. But yeah, that one really well. Just have to remember to candy now. Oh, shit. This is one of the advantages as well that Charizard has. Because we do Erica early, we're actually able to grab this rare candy. Which Squirtle can't, because it does go before Erica. Alright, so... Super Bell... Super Potion... Fly... And we're off to Silver. Oops. Oops. I think that walker could have hit me. AP, duh. Really? Party, cool. Really? Okay then. One of the greatest things about this game is it has, when you open the menu, it has an insane amount of menu lag. Very easy to drop inputs in this game. You have to delay your inputs a lot, so that can happen. Now we're going to save for Blaine, because we can die to a critical. Go through all these trivial questions. Tombstoney. is indeed TM28. Okay, so basically for this fight we need to set up 3x specials, and we need to get Blaze. So this Growlithe has to hit us in. I think it'll take about 2 hits. Oh shit. Blaze is 48 HP. That should be fine. He gets us in, 42, beautiful. Alright, we still need to set up one more. And we only died over it, yeah. Easy. Alright, that's a good fight. That Growlithe can be a bit trolly to set up on, because it only has 85% accurate moves. So sometimes you can get trolled by misses and not get plays there. The worst thing is you can't just set up to +3 and then stall. You have to, because how his AI works is he has Roar, which he'll only use once you go to +3 in any start. So you have to go to +2 and then go to +3. On the turn you get hit into Blaze, basically. And if he misses on that turn, you are basically fine. Okay, so I've been playing a lot of round 2 lately. And in round 2 you say yes to Bill here. So I really need to make a mental effort to say no to this text box, because if I say yes, we have to do a 10-minute side quest and have no opportunity to dodge that. So I'm mashing B really hard now. We're not gonna press A. Alright, we did it. We said no to Bill. Easy. Okay. Giovanni split is very, very basic. We just kill everything in one hit. Spinning tiles on the ground actually work as intended in this game, unlike Gen 1, so they're actually faster than walking, which is very nice. What a bro. What a bro. Okay. So really, this run has been very, very solid after Rival 2, really. But that's this Charmander. The Charmander run is very consistent after Rock Tunnel, really. There's not a whole lot that can go wrong. Basically, the only things that can go wrong are crit deaths, and it's pretty unlikely to happen. Ooh, shit. I am sure that they move now, because I dropped an input again. Interesting. I have to... 4? Yeah. Yeah, fuck. Alright, I have to load these also. Yeah. It's alright, I've got a lot of... Oh, I've got a spare. I had a spare one, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, Blaze makes everything super free. We just basically kill everything in one hit after... Like, what's the last thing we 2-hit? I guess the mark counts, but we can one-shot that if we go for the range. But didn't do that this run. Okay, so Viridian Rival is normally pretty free, assuming you don't get crit by PGR, which happens a lot. I'll admit it, it happens a lot. And Super Repel as well. We have a pretty diverse moveset, 3 fire moves and a HM. Very diverse. But with this defense, this fight shouldn't be too bad. We should get 5 turns of setup, which will mean the fight is free. That's 3, 4, 'What are we gonna be on? 19. Okay, we're gonna have to super here. He can go for quick attack at that HP. There we go. And we would have died. Correct play. Quick attack does 17 to 21. So it would have just killed us. We're going to plus there, plus 5 there. Lets us flamethrower the Blastoise instead of Fire Blast, so it saves that 15% chance to miss, which is really handy. Okay, as long as we only get a 3 HP level up here, we'll stay in Blaze. Wait. No, I think a 4 HP level up is still Blaze too, so we're fine. Yeah. 4 HP is Blaze. Alright, so we're fine here. We only got 2, okay. That's weird. Okay, that was a reasonable fight. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I got Sunny Day. Don't want to forget Sunny Day. We'll be going for the new strat on Lorelei though, because I will save and we'll go for the new strat. Oh shit. Oops. Okay, so on the next Repel menu, I am going to Rare Candy twice and teach Sunny Day, which is a pretty important move to have for Lorelei. Makes the fight a lot safer. The fight is about 1 in 3 to win if you don't have Sunny Day. Okay, so not too bad, Victoria. Alright, we're gonna save. Okay, let's do it. So we want to see Safeguard or Hail turn 1. Surf is bad. That's bad. That's very bad. We can actually die here. Special defense is actually really bad. Alright, well, I'm have to reset. Yeah, okay, well. Cool. Guess we're doing the safe strat. In before we do the safe strat, and then we get Hail turn 1 and feel awful. Still surf turn 1. 53. That's exactly what we had last run. Well, last reset. Before we reset. Yeah. It's gonna go for surf here. We can YOLO, but I'm not going to. It's not worth YOLOing again and risking a reset. Yes, it does. This fight is basically what makes Charizard have a chance of being faster than Squirtle. Squirtle has to set up 6 items on this fight. And then still doesn't 2-hit some things. Whereas Charizard can just set up 2x items and ideally kill everything with ease. So, obviously not ideal to die, but we got a good second try at least. On average, Charizard actually finishes Mount Moon faster than Squirtle, which is the interesting part. So Charmander is actually faster on average in the early game. The biggest difference is in the routes is Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel is a massive time loss for Charizard. If we were able to manipulate Hidden Power TM, it would be, hands down, Charizard would be better. See, they can almost leave. I'll try not to go over estimate fee. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be like 218 or 219. Might be overestimate if we die again. Okay, so Bruno's really easy on this defense and HP, so we should be fine. I'm gonna save before I re-equal though, because we die in the middle. I haven't saved, then rip. I'll try my best not to go over. We only need 1 spec on this fight. Basically, only use that to stall a turn, because I have extra specs anyway, so... Yeah, I'm basically using my own timer just to see what the time is looking like, and if I need to do YOLO strats to get within the estimate. Okay. I'm not... Well, we're still within estimate here. Like, if this goes fine, so I'm not gonna YOLO. What's up, Lost? It's good luck, bruh. Alright, trivial. Let's hit. Easy fight. That's how easy it is. We just have to get through one double team. Reason I potioned before the fight was because Gengar can deal up to 38 damage with Shadow Punch, and if you're in range of it, he will kill you with it. So we had to potion out. But luckily we were at a HP where I could potion out of range but still be in Blaze. Which is handy. Now because I X-Act, Fire Blast is 100% accuracy, so I actually use Fire Blast and everything here to actually save 2 frames per text box. So by using Fire Blast on everything after the Gengar, we save 8 frames. Easy. Yeah, first full black frame, or full white frame, I think, after credits, or after Hall of Fame. I'll say time when it's done. How much damage does he do? Yeah, 61, and Arcanine does 29. So he should go for Hyper Beam here. Should. And as long as we don't get critical, fine. Oops. It's 2 specs. 3 specs. 4 specs. 5 specs, and we go in. Okay, so to win this fight, we just have to hit a Fire Blast. One Fire Blast on the Dragonite. Alright, let's go. Alright boys, we did it. We hit the Fire Blast. We didn't lose 3 minutes to missing that. That's a pretty solid loss actually. Alright, final fight, guys. Final fight. Oh, awkward. I forgot the God spec. That's fine. Avex accuracy is so good. Alright, X accuracy. Alright, we should be good. Wait, I didn't have Blaze. What am I even doing? I'm failing life right now. Whatever. Don't kill me, please. I don't think that would have killed, but whatever. We win. Wait, maybe not. I done fucked up this fight, but anyway. Let's hope that Exeggutor doesn't kill us. Never mind, we're good. I know that has chlorophyll, so which makes its speed higher in sun, but I don't think it could have outspeed us. Whatever, I done goofed, but it was still a fast champ. Well within estimate. So this is only like 6 minutes behind my PB. Wait, no, 7 minutes behind my PB. Considering we saved like over 10 times and reset like 3 times, that's not too bad. Alright. I'll call time in a sec. I'll let you know. And time. Not bad. Bad at all. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy the Pokemon Yellow race following this run.